without him for a little bit here, which is tough because he's such a big part of what we do, who we are. So obviously, my well wishes are with Stump. I've spoken to him, obviously, and he's he wants to be there with the team, but got to take care of himself right now. So that's what he's going to do. Injury front, I think you guys have the injury report on Baker. He will play. He will start. He's met all the requirements medically. Feel good about that in terms of that process and how that went. And then this week, it's, as everybody knows, it's a big one. It's versus a division team, so we got to play our best. And I'm looking forward to having our fans down there. I'm looking forward to my first full stadium Steelers game. So excited to hear our fans out there. They're such a big part of what we do when we're down there on the lake. And with that, I will take any questions.
Kevin, could you kind of go into a couple of factors that led you to think that Baker was ready to go again?
Jake, I'd tell you it's pretty simple. It's really medically, he's ready to go. Our doctors, our trainers, the second opinions felt very comfortable about that. And, Baker's, he feels that he's ready, and he feels like he's ready to help this team win.
What's your assessment of how he's thrown it this week? With obviously, the injury being what it is at this point, plus the new harness that we're seeing him wear?
Yeah, I'd tell you functionally he's 100%.
What, with Denzel and this hamstring, how much does that complicate things in that secondary? How frustrating has it been that obviously you guys don't want to get hurt, but you just had so many injuries and changes in that secondary?
Yeah, Daryl, obviously injuries are we don't like them. Don't like any variety of them, but that's our job as coaches to get the next guy ready. It's the player's job to stay ready, and that's what we have to work through each week. And it's really no different than in-game. You lose a guy in-game and you got to make some adjustments. So that's kind of what we have to do as players and coaches.
Kevin, how excited are you to see, Baker, Odell, Jarvis, and Nick haven't been on the field for a game together yet?
Yeah, I think we're excited to see all of our guys out there, Scott. Whenever guys are battling through injuries, I see the hard work that they put in the training room, in the weight room, obviously in the meeting room. So we want those guys out there together, all the time.
Kevin, this is going to be a season-long management thing with Baker then in the shoulder, obviously.
Yeah, I think with any player that's dealing with an injury, I think there's always going to be an element to the training room for sure.
Kevin, I know they're listed as questionable. Jadeveon and Tack both didn't practice today. Do you have a feel for how they might be Sunday?
Yeah, I would say I don't have a great feel. I think we'll see how it plays out.
And then Tack obviously got hurt yesterday during practice.
Correct. Correct.
Kevin, how much, if at all, do you have to design your game plan to better protect Baker, get it out quicker, or whatever you do with protection?
Yeah, I think all of our game plans are to make sure that the ball gets out of the quarterback's hand in a timely fashion. That's no different this week. We respect this defense and this pass rush and those type of things, but I don't think it materially changes who we are or what we do.
What did Richard LeCounte do to get the punishment?
Yeah, I'll keep all those things internal.
Is it fair to say it's a suspension if he's not practicing or playing?
I wouldn't call it a suspension, but I expect him to be back next week. But the details of that I'll just keep internal.
He's not with you guys in the facility?
Correct. He's here. Wasn't at practice.
Anything else?
Yeah. You said it won't change what you do game plan wise protecting Baker. You obviously never want your quarterback to get hit, but do you have to have any added conversations with him about, hey, we know you like to make plays, maybe slide a little more? Is there any heart-to-heart that way?
I think Alex Van Pelt does a great job with the quarterbacks explaining when we have to take care of ourselves, when we need to throw the ball away. I don't think those things have changed. Those discussions continue and will always be part of how we teach.
Is part of that too, though, you just kind of have to let Baker be Baker a little bit? That's sort of how it plays?
Well, yeah, I think All of our players, and obviously Baker, you have to play your style. You have to play your game. It doesn't mean you play reckless. He'll play a smart football game like we ask him to do every time.
I know Dell's dealing with that shoulder. How did he look this week?
Yeah, he's battling through it.
You said you were looking forward to the crowd. How about on Halloween? I guess this year.
Yeah, I just hope we're wearing brown and orange down there at the stadium.
You mentioned Stump at the beginning, Kevin. You talk so much about how he's so good at when to play guys, when to rotate the running back. So
Yeah.
how do you deal with that during the game?
Yeah, I think we kind of take Stump's lead and understand how he gets those guys in and out. So I think it'll be very similar to how we operate. But I think that goes back to just communication, Scott, on the headset, making sure I'm aware of who's in, who's out, making sure I'm aware of who has X number of touches, et cetera.
You've got a number of like Ryan Cordell. He helped with the offensive line last year. He's been doing the running back stuff. You have a number of like versatile young coaches on this staff. So how important is it to have those guys ready to go?
Yeah, we want to have versatility on the roster with the players and certainly with the coaches. I think it's really important for all of our coaches to understand offense, defense, special teams. And we put a big emphasis with the young coaches in particular to make sure that they're working in different positions. Ryan has spent time with the running backs in his past, so that's not something new. But I think if you look across our coaching staff, I think you will see some coaches that have worked among different positions and on either side of the ball.